Hello, today we're going to be reviewing DCKO number 4, written by Scott Snyder and Joshua Williamson, with artwork by Javi Fernandez and Xermanico. So we are down to the final four, which is Superman, Joker, Lex Luthor, and Wonder Woman. They take on Booster Gold, Absolute Batman, Absolute Superman, and Absolute Wonder Woman, who are being controlled by Darkseid because they were created when Darkseid was killed, and they have Darkseid energy within them. So we're getting to the point who will take on Darkseid from this final four. So in this issue we find out Booster Gold's true allegiance, and the secret is revealed. And also, the Joker, as per usual, becomes a wild card and decides that he wants to go to the other team. He'll work with the Absolutes because, why not? Just because, it's the Joker. But what's interesting is, and this is not a surprise because he's on the cover, that Batman has figured out a way to come back into the fight. So it evens up the odds for this final, battle of the four to find out who will go up against Darkseid with the most King Omega power, that they've all been fighting for. I've actually really been surprised by this. There's some great twists. The interesting thing about this issue is we find out who is going to go up against him. I'm not going to spoil it here, but what I think is more interesting is the story that comes in after that. And let's just say this is a peek at a revival of a DC group from the future that has a lot of members, which I will not say anymore if you could figure it out, but if, it's a bit of a teaser. But obviously they're bringing them in, back to the DC universe. So there's that, which I found very interesting. And also I think it's going to be interesting when you find out who is going to battle Darkseid, and it really is quite interesting. It's not what you think, and that is what really is surprising and been so great about this book, is it's not what you've expected. And, I have to give it to Snyder, Williamson, Fernandez, and Xermanico that they've really pulled this whole thing off. And it'll be interesting to see how it all susses out in the final issue and what happens to DC Universe after that. So what did you think? Did I miss anything in the review? Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming reviews. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.